Every game you play, you want to go in and give everything you have got, prove a point, and make sure you are in the manager's thoughts for the next camp. If you aren't playing, it is difficult. It was an amazing experience for me to play at Celtic Park in a big European game. It's a privilege to be a Celtic player, with massive crowds and great fans. There are things you can do in training, like learn from the manager and talk with teammates, but it's the game that tests you. My preference would be to play as a right winger, but I can also play as a striker. I'm just a happier boy now that I'm playing football. Every day I'm happy, and I'm getting up really excited to come in and train and see the boys. I have never been to Celtic Park. That's what I'm really excited to do. I have heard the fans are amazing, so I'm dying to see that. It is unfortunate I haven't been able to get the game time I wanted at West Brom, but I need to stay focused, progress, and try not to think about it too much. Your motivation gets sucked away when you know that whatever you do, your name won't be on the team sheet. I wouldn't say I'm the chunky lad who just goes barge, 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 but being strong is an advantage. I just love football, and I don't care who for, just as long as I'm playing and I'm happy. At West Brom, I felt very left out, not part of the team. I speak to people who have coached me down the years who tell me to look at how far I've come and to just keep going. There will be light at the end of the tunnel. Little things like that, when you go to another country, is so welcoming. You meet someone, they're so jolly, they speak the language, it really helps. I don't like to put much pressure on myself, but yeah, that is my sort of football. Get the ball, run with it, use my pace, create opportunities, cross. I love playing for Scotland. It's my country, it's where I was born, and every time I wear the badge it's a dream come true. Goosebumps. You don't feel wanted by a club when you sign for them for however much, and all of a sudden you're there for 2 training sessions, and they've just bought someone for double the amount. When I'm playing football, I'm switched off to everything else. It frees my mind. A player who isn't playing football isn't ready for the international team. Alaves were very keen on me, and I was very keen for another adventure. It doesn't really faze me moving to another country. To be honest, I didn't have a clue that I was the most expensive Scottish player. It's not something that comes into my head. My first year in Germany has been something different for me. I think it's been a big step for me, a different style of football, and I think it's been good. It was a very up and down season for me. I think it's very difficult when you're constantly on the bench and waiting for your time to come on and make an impression. Every footballer wants to be in a starting position on the pitch. I had the Celtic kit when I was young, the full kit as well. This has always been the club I've thought about. I would be kicking a ball about with my friends, and they'd ask why I was wearing the Celtic kit. When you have a bit of a down period and everything isn't going so well, you stay humble and you just want to prove everybody wrong, and I hope I can do that. People used to say that I thought I was Gareth Bale, and that's not the case at all. I'm nowhere near that level. The guy has won so much leagues, Champions Leagues, scoring worldies in finals. You are not always going to be able to knock it and run. You are going to have to use the other foot, mix things up, use the brain. I enjoyed it at Celtic and had some great moments, and obviously some not so great moments. What I need to do is establish myself as Oliver Burke and not as the new Gareth Bale. To do that, I need to work hard in La Liga. I feel more mature as a player, and I have the opportunity to show why they were all talking about me, a potentially good player, a few years ago. I've experienced different opportunities in countries, and it's been fun, but I want to be settled and find a club where I'm happy and enjoying my football. I got sick of the whole moving around thing. I'm enjoying myself at Celtic. I really like it here. I think it's a great club with great teammates who have made me feel welcome. My family were always there for me. They all had my back and made me feel better to keep pushing. It made me think of all the hard graft I did as a kid with them taking me to training after work. I have to be in the right positions and create the right runs as much as I can. Someone on the Scottish side of the family got me one, and I never took it off. I would be down the country park playing in a Celtic strip in England. I haven't been injured at all. It's just one of those things which does happen in football. All I want to do is play. I love the game. I want to show everyone what I can do. Being in a new country, you learn a lot about yourself. You have to create a habit of finding the right positions and knowing where the ball's going to bounce to. Obviously, winning trophies is massive in football, no matter where you are. Whoever is in place to step forward and play that striker role has to be ready and be prepared to do the work, because it is obviously a very tough job up top on your own. You have to put a shift in. I know I like to get in the zone, maybe stick on my headphones and listen to music. It helps me concentrate and go over what we've talked about in the team meetings, so I can visualize what's ahead. I think I'm just competitive and I demand a lot from myself, so I get frustrated if something hasn't come off for me or if a game is going against it. I like to think I channel it in the right way and do my best for the team. I'm always proud to pull on the shirt, and I always will be, whether it's been for the senior team or the under-21s. Game time is the most important thing for me. When you're playing week in, week out, you have the confidence to show what you're capable of. The situation at West Brom is very difficult for me because I've been there for so long, but I've not played that many games for them. It's very disappointing if a player pulls out of a squad when he's not injured and is maybe prioritizing his club. When I was at Leipzig, I was coming on for the last 10 or 20 minutes, and the game is kind of gone then. You don't get a feel for how you are as a player,